be Ningthou. A king is called a Ningthou and a queen is called a Lima in Manipuri. This is a story from Manipur about what qualities make a good ruler. Long, long ago, in the land of Kanglipak in Manipur, there lived a Ningthou and a Lima. They were loved dearly by the people. The Ningthou and Lima, on their part, never stopped thinking about their mayam, their people. Our mayam should be happy, they said. The people were not only the ones who loved their Ningthou and Lima, the birds and animals too loved them. The Ningthou and Lima always said everybody in Kanglipak should live in peace. Not only the people, but the birds, animals, and trees. Their beloved king and queen had 3 sons, Sanajoba, Sanayama, and Sanatomba. 12 years later, a daughter was born. She was named Sanatombi. She was a lovely child, soft and beautiful inside. She was loved by one and all. The years went by and the children grew up well. And then one day the Ningthou called all his ministers and said, it was now time to decide the Tungi Ningthou, the future king. The ministers were shocked, but oh, Ningthou, what is there to decide? Sanajoba, your elder son, will be our future king. Well, the Ningthou replied, that's how it happened in the old days. The eldest son always became the king. But time has changed. So let us select a king who is most worthy of becoming a king. We will have a contest to select the future king, the Lima said. And so, in the land of Kanglipak, there was a contest, a horse race. Whoever reached the Kongnang first would be declared Tungi Ningthou. But then a strange thing happened. Sanajoba, Sanayama, and Sanatomba, all 3 of them finished the race together. They were expert riders and all 3 reached the finish line at the same time. There was a great excitement. Look at them, the people shouted, Shahul, Taubanupa, such fine horsemen. But one question remained. Who would be the Tungi Ningthou? The Ningthou and Lima turned to their sons. The Ningthou said, Sanajoba, Sanayama, and Sanatomba, you have proved that you are fine horsemen. Do something different, each one of you, so that we can decide who will be Tungi Ningthou. Suddenly, Sanajoba mounted his horse and held his spear straight in front of him. He looked around. There was a hush among people. What is Sanajoba, the eldest, going to do? They thought to themselves. Sanajoba then looked at the huge Kongnang standing majestically in the distance. He pierced the tree and jumped his horse through it. Bravo! Bravo! The people shouted, Tauro! Tauro! And then they fell silent. Now it was the turn of the second son, Sanaima. What would he do? Sanaima too looked at the Kongnang as he mounted his horse. Then he too rode towards the tree, harder and harder. The people watched in silence, afraid even to breathe. When he was really close, he urged his horse to jump higher and higher. The horse rose until horse and the rider jumped clear over the huge tree and landed the other side in a wonderful motion. The people breathed in relief and said in unison, Piaget, Piaget, wonderful, wonderful. And now it was the turn of the youngest son, Sanatomba. He too rode his horse towards the Kongnang, and anybody knew what was happening. He uprooted it. Triumphantly, he carried the tree to the Ningthou and Lima and laid it at their feet. Shouts of Tauro, Tauro, Piaget, Piaget filled the mountains. The people grew restless. Why were the Ningthou and the Lima taking so long to make the announcement? They craned their necks to see what was happening. The Ningthou and Lima were watching Sanatombi, their 5-year-old daughter. She looked sad and lonely. She stared at the Kongnang, which lay dead by the throne. Birds flapped around hurriedly, searching for their homes in the tree. Sanatombi walked up to the Kongnang and whispered, The Kongnang is dead. It was hurt by the spear, and now it is dead. The people were all attention. The Ningthou stood up. He looked at 3 boys. He looked at the little girl. He turned to the people. If anybody is worthy of becoming the ruler, he said, it is little Sanatombi. It was she who told us to look at the soul of the Kongnang. Sanatombi feels the pain of others. She feels the pain of the people, the animals, the trees. I declare Sanatombi, the future Lima of Kanglipak, the Ningthou said. A silence fell. Everyone turned to look at the little girl, the future queen. There she stood, all of 5, like a small Kongnang, with birds flying all around her. They sat on her shoulder and on her head. She held out her hands full of grain, and the birds flapped about her, pecking at the foot. A Lima is one who does not hurt anybody in the kingdom.